Dragon Friday, our weekly love and romance readings for all 12 of our beautiful zodiac signs. I hope that you guys are doing great. I hope you've been well. I know I have been on a couple of week hiatus, so I apologize for not having been here. I hope you have been having a wonderful couple of weeks. It was very, very good for me. Really, really awesome stuff, guys. So I hope that you all have awesome stuff going on as well. So if you have not been here at the channel before, thank you so much for stopping by. These will be general readings for each of our 12 zodiac signs. So if they don't resonate with you, please do check the other placements in your personal natal chart astrologically. You can watch the readings that go along with things like your moon sign, your Venus sign, etc., to get even more messages out of any of these readings. These will go in order from Aries on through Pisces. So we will bring through weekly messages for all 12 of our zodiacs. Keep in mind these are meant to be for the week ahead, but they may resonate longer for some of you out there. So just keep in mind that time is relative, time can be fluid. So whenever you see these readings, it may be the right time for you too. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information from the tarot decks or oracle decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be down below in the description box. So guys, yay, good to see you in the chat. We've got Gwen, Natia's here, Nancy is here. We're going to go ahead and get started with our sweetgrass. If I can get my lighter to work. This guy has been really... I was trying to light a candle earlier. I might just stick it in the candle. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that will be much more efficient than clicking away at that lighter. I need to buy some more. I need to buy some more. So we're just going to go ahead and clear our space. See how that comes through. Hope everyone has been well. Oh my goodness. Very busy couple weeks, but also very good couple weeks for me. And a little sage going on. Get that. And so let's go ahead actually and check in with our astrology. I forgot to do that just yet. So let me see if I've got a pen down here. So use that as a pointer. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is our astrology class for the week. Yeah, Gwen, this one is refillable and it is filled, but it's just not working. They don't last forever, unfortunately. But if you have a link or something to one that's more reliable, I would love to see it. So let's check in with what's going on astrology-wise. There's been a lot of shifts, a lot of change-ups. Big ones, especially with Venus and Mars this week. Oh my goodness. So Venus has just gone into the sign of Scorpio as of last weekend, and definitely this changes the tone in love. This makes our love life more intense, more passionate, more deep. It can also bring up those very, very difficult feelings of suspicion, jealousy, revenge if you've been wronged in love. So keep an eye on that. But overall, you know, Venus in Scorpio is very intense. It's very devoted. It's very passionate. It can definitely heal and rekindle sparks in existing relationships as well. Scorpio is also a sign of deep psychological understanding and trust, so you may as well be doing some going below the surface, healing some deep issues or anything that's gone on within you. Absolutely. Mercury is still traveling along in the sign of Libra at 21 degrees, so it will only be here for this next week, and then it will shift into Scorpio as well. With Mercury continuing in Libra, there's certainly that feeling of wanting to communicate harmonious ideas that help people cooperate and work together better. It is definitely the mind focused on partnerships and joining forces together, because it is that sign of relationship. Mars has just left the sign of Virgo and has gone into the sign of Libra just a few days ago. And so this really does change up our energy as well. Mars does not generally express itself well in the sign of Libra, and I'll tell you why. Because Mars is our aggression, it's our assertiveness, it's our fire, it's the way that we fight, the way that we argue, the way that we get our aggression out, right? Which is very important. But when it's in Libra, Libra tends to be the diplomat. It really doesn't like to fight unless it's really pushed to. And so this can lead to that classic passive aggression, right? Because Libra is more passive about it. Mars is very aggressive. And so instead of really clearing the air and saying, well, here's what's upset me, here's what's going on, they'll just sort of snipe, right? And it can create that sort of energy. So just be aware of that, because the best use of Mars in Libra is to write down your feelings, put it out into words, do something very, productive with it. Don't just stew in it. Don't just sit on it and think, oh, if this is something's really bothering me, it'll just eventually go away. If it doesn't eventually go away, you've got to talk about it. You don't have to be mean, but just be diplomatic, be kind, think about things from both people's side and present it that way. So the sun, of course, still traveling through our last couple degrees of Virgo, and we're not even a week away, guys. Next Fire Dragon Friday, we will be in the season of autumn. Yes. I will be changing all of my floral stuff, and we will have autumn leaves instead of spring and summer flowers sitting here. So we're definitely getting ready for the beginning of autumn. We've got 5 more days of the sun in Virgo, and then it will be moving up to Libra and triggering the autumnal equinox. I will miss the sun in Virgo because I am a Capricorn, and I do love y'all's sign. I love all the things I've been able to get done during this beautiful Virgo season, but I also do love the autumn, so very, very fond adieu to our sun in Virgo this week. The sun tonight is in Aquarius, joining up with the planet of expansion and openness and optimism, our planet Jupiter, also in Aquarius. So this evening and, early tomorrow could be a very, very nice time for some growth within, feeling very positive on that subconscious level, thinking about all the things you're going to do, all the plans you're going to make, places you're going to go. Saturn is also in Aquarius as well. Jupiter, of course, still stationed in Capricorn, and Neptune stationed in Pisces, and of course, Uranus still stationed in Taurus. So that's our energies for the week, y'all. Definitely some watery stuff coming in here. This balance between, Neptune and the sun in Virgo. We're definitely working through balancing the conscious mind along with that very mystical subconscious energy that we've got going on underneath. So quite a lot to report. Let's go ahead and we're gonna hit some tuning forks. We're gonna do the sun and the earth tonight. It's very, very good for some grounding. Oh no, I'm been awake for a while, Marie. I hope you're doing good. These feel so good. Let's get those around the table. All right. We are going to start out with Aries for the evening, y'all. Hope my Aries folks are doing amazing out there. Hope everyone has been having a great week. These will be your love and romance messages for the week ahead, Aries. So keep in mind that these are general reads. They will not resonate with every single one of you out there. Please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, please show us what's happening this week ahead in love and romance with our beautiful Aries. Let's start out with one keyword from our Spellcaster's Oracle to see what the major theme will be this week. And it will will be on the truth, Aries. This will be your focus for the week. Feeling the truth within and without. So, you know, if you feel like there's somebody in your life that you need to be very truthful with, or you want them to be truthful with you, that's what you're going to be very focused on, is clearly seeing, clearly feeling, knowing what's really true, knowing what's really worthy of your time and energy. Sometimes, you know, facing the truth can be a hard thing, especially if it's something you don't particularly want to see about yourself or the other or the relationship. Sometimes, though, revealing the truth can really set you free and put you into that powerful place, though, especially if it's with the right person. And I always say, you can't get what you want if you don't ask for it. So Aries, don't be afraid to ask for what you truly want this week, either in love. Let's get some tarot on this. Let's start out with 3, please, for Aries. Yes, there could be some big revelations, that lead to new beginnings, and quite nice. I actually really like this way that this is laid out. We're starting with the Tower card. This is one of the power cards in the tarot for you, Aries, because it's ruled by your ruling planet, Mars. So to me, this is like opening things up, some old structure, some old foundation that really needed to be cleared. And with that truth card coming up, I feel like this is you really having needed to say something true, something clear, get it out of the way. It might be a bit upsetting. It might start a little bit of shaking and rocking and rolling, but I think ultimately it's going to be for the best, because look at what's coming up next is our Page of Wands. Page of Wands is also an Aries energy card. It is brand new beginnings, greater joy, greater happiness. For some of you guys, and this is only very specific. For some of you, it could be the news of a pregnancy or a child on the way. And that's, of course, not for everyone, but I will say, because the Tower can be shocking news, and the Page of Wands has a little bit of that child energy to it. Like I said, that's only going to be for a few of you. For most of you, what it's going to be is that there's truth or news that either comes from you, comes from your person that you're in love with. And I think it's going to be for the best, though, because honestly, it's like, even if it's a little bit like it shakes you up or it shakes things up a little bit, what it really leads to is new beginnings, greater happiness and joy coming through. And our third card for this week is the Star card here, Aries, Aquarius energy. And so to me, I feel like there's this liberation, freedom, light at the end of the tunnel. So I really feel that whatever gets, you know, the truth gets told, anything that gets revealed this week, it really opens you up to like a brand new life, greater happiness, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. It's like finally the hopes and the dreams coming true, having that feeling like, yeah, now I know where I'm going. Now I have clarity. I feel liberated. I feel free. You could be dealing with a fellow Aries, fellow fire sign, or an Aquarius this week. Let's see what is on. Oh, and our Queen of Pentacles, our little bunny rabbit queen, she is on the bottom of the deck this week. So underlying all this is really you wanting to make very good decisions on a practical level in your relationships. To me, this is, you know, having good, solid boundaries around your finances, your own self-worth, and really wanting to put in the work and the effort and the resources into your love life to get something very positive out of it over the long run. This is great cards. Let's see what we have for you in your affirmation for the week, Aries. And protection is coming up as well. So I do feel like you are solidly protected. And if you're feeling a little vulnerable, or you're feeling a little bit like, you know, careful about your home space, your family, your energy, this is bringing through a strong protective magic for family, the home, and also, of course, yourself. So yeah, I mean, this could even be, for some of you, some rocking and rolling, you know, even with like an existing child in your life or in your relationship, right? That could be some things. That could be some things that have got to be worked on and protected this week. Oh, hey, hair raisin. I've missed you guys too. Aw. I hope you're well. Hope things have been good. All right, we're going to move up on to Taurus. I hope my Taurus folks are doing great out there. This will be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. Keep in mind that these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single one of you out there. So please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. Let's start out with one key oracle card to get your main basic energy. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Taurus this week in love and romance. Whatever messages they need most for their highest good, please. Ooh, and we have courage coming up. I would say this is definitely a week that it's important to be strong. Don't let any setbacks in love get you down. Because of that very strong lion artwork, I'm also going to say you could be dealing with a Leo or somebody that has that kind of Leo energy, especially you know, if both of you are kind of a stubborn energy, right? Even if they're not a Leo, Leo is a square to Taurus, and sometimes the two of you, these personality types are very stubborn, they get really dug in, and it might take some strength, and it might take just some energy to say, you know what, I'm going to be more flexible, I'm going to be more go with the flow, and not be so dug in. That's very important this week, especially if you're dealing with a Leo. The other thing that I will tell you about love and the astrology patterns this week for you, Taurus, is that, you know, with Venus being in Scorpio, that is putting that planet into your universal relationship house, and it's certainly bringing the intensity and the focus to love. Could bring a lot of passion, a lot of fiery feelings to the surface. So don't be surprised if you're dealing with that too. Let's see what we have got for you in the tarot. Let's see what we have for Taurus, please, Spirit. Ooh. Oh, these are nice. Wow. Okay. Really nice cards. We're starting out with the Sun. And the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot, and it rules Leo. This is a Leo energy card. So Taurus, to me, this just doubles up the fact that you're dealing with someone who either is a Leo, has Leo influence in their chart, or you're dealing with someone that's very much like that. Fiery, generous, optimistic, upbeat, dramatic, sometimes very self-centered, but also very loving, big heart, right? When you have the Sun card coming out, it really does show that there's a lot of positive victories and outcomes coming up. So I really do feel you might be trying to blend a relationship this week that, you know, it's two very, very strong individuals, right? These are not weak individuals. You're both very strong. You have opinions that are very strong. Sometimes you might butt heads, but overall it's worth working through because this is such a positive connection. In the center, we have the King of Cups, which I love is in this beautiful, beautiful card, the Star Spinner Tarot, is symbolized by a dragon, you know, coming up out of the waters. So the King of Cups is Cancer alignment. It's a very strong healing energy for the heart. And so I feel like in a relationship, the healing is going on. Both of you want to make good decisions when it comes to your emotions. If you're single, then this can be for singles as well as couples. Taurus almost calls you Leo. This can be for you as well. Healing that heart, getting those emotional boundaries reset, and really knowing what you want going forward. There'll be a lot of heart healing this week, guys. In our beautiful outcome here, we've got the 6. I think it's the 6. Let me count these. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta make sure. Sometimes those Roman numerals get me and they're small on these cards. But these are the 6 of coins. So to me, this is an equal flow of give and take. So what you're really looking for ultimately here is to get this relationship or potential relationship back on balance, back on track. If one of you has been doing all the work and not having enough fun, that needs to be balanced, right? If you've been putting in all the effort, Taurus, it's time for you to take a little break and let what you've put in and invested into this come back to you, however that is. But I feel this is a very positive week. Excellent energies coming through, really working to make good decisions in love and in romance, and really making that choice to say, you know what? I have to be with someone that can pull their own weight and is willing to put in as much into this dynamic in this relationship as I am. You know, the 6 of coins, 6 of pentacles is also a power card for Taurus. It is, because it's that balancing of resources as well as of the heart. Oh, there's another big card, guys, the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. So, you know, this could also deal with somebody that you've put a big investment of either time, resources, or both into. For those of you that resonate with it, you know, as more of a couple or an ongoing relationship, this could be something where it's like, boy, I've put in a lot of effort, or they're willing to put in the effort towards me, because what you're really feeling is that desire to have equal give and take. And it is a positive energy. I mean, for those of you dealing with a Leo, this is big time you're reading this week. It is a lot of messages towards you this time around. The other signs you could be working with very strongly would either be a Cancer, a fellow Taurus, or Libra. Could also be earth signs, Virgo and Capricorn. This is, you know, to me, a beautiful gift coming through of some kind. And it could also be for some of you that reciprocity coming back in your favor because of that Ace of Coins. Let's get a affirmation on this message for Taurus, please. Water. The water energy, and that King of Cups was right in the center. And your sign, your planet, Venus, is in a water sign right now. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. So I do feel like the big key here this week is heart healing, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, whatever that is for you in love. It's really tuning into the positivity of that solar energy, that Leo energy, and doing some deep heart healing. Really getting set very strongly on, here's what I want in a relationship, and don't be afraid to speak what you want. Don't be afraid to tell what you want there, Taurus. All right. Next up is going to be Gemini. So Gemini, I hope you are doing great this week. Hope that love and romance has been treating you kindly. These are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. Do keep in mind, Gemini, these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation or long distance. And these will not resonate with everyone. They are general readings, so take what makes sense to you and leave the rest behind. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Geminis out there, anything that they need to know in love and romance for their highest good. And let's start with one main oracle card to see what their energies are like this week. Ooh, so Gemini, your keyword of the week is freedom, and that could come in a lot of different forms. This card reminds me a lot of the Eight of Swords in the tarot, and so it really has that feeling of self-liberation, letting go of self-doubt, fears of inadequacy, or not feeling like you have that strong confidence. So it could really be turning that loose, you know. It could be that sort of thing where you might feel like you're not good enough for your partner or your prospective partner or someone that you're interested in. But as time goes by, you know, you start to realize, you know what, I really do have what it takes, because this is about you setting yourself free from anything that's limiting you. For some of you, it could be breaking up in a relationship that has been very toxic or negative for you, and really having that freedom and liberation to have a better life, to look for a better partner, right? So take that as it resonates to you, but I feel like there's something where you're gaining some mental and emotional freedom this week, Gemini. Let's look into your tarot, dear Spirit. Let's see what we have for our Geminis for this week ahead. Ooh, yeah. Nice. All right. So I do feel like there's something that you're working for this week. Very, very nice outcomes here, though, Gemini. Look at this. So the Seven of Coins first, or is that Seven of Cups? It's hard to tell. What is this card? Coins, yeah. I was like, I think it's coins. The Seven of Coins. This is sure, slow and steady wins the day. Work at the things that you need to work on. It may be that sense of personal freedom and liberation that really needs to happen to set you in a better direction, set you in a better light. This is definitely a card of needing to weed and clean out the garden, right, to keep it growing well. So in an existing relationship, Gemini, this could really be telling you, don't be afraid to do the work. Don't be afraid to put in the time and the work that's going to make the relationship a whole lot better. Definitely a message of go out and get what you want. Don't let self-limiting ideas or negative people hold you back. The King of Wands is very, very strong, very self-assured. It's Aries energy. It's like a lower arcana Emperor card. Very strong Aries to me. And Aries certainly does not hold back from going out and getting what they want. So this is certainly a card of leadership. You might be in that situation where, are they going to ask me out? Do I have to wait to ask me? Do I have to wait for them? This may be you saying, I'm going to go out and ask them. I'm going to go out and get what I want. I also love the fact that this card deck uses the raven as their, imagery in that King of Wands, because the raven is very connected with magic, connected with the Magician card, which Gemini, that's one of your power cards in the tarot. And so I do feel like it's a bit of a manifesting week for you as well, like really embracing your personal magic. And I love the outcome card here, y'all, because it is the sun. So I feel like everything that you work towards, everything that you go, in the direction of that feels right for you, going, doing the inner work, doing the things that you need to cultivate and maintain your personal relationships or just your life in general, is very positive. Then there's this sense of going out and getting what you want and, manifesting what you want with that very strong Aries energy. And then this outcome card is the sun. The sun is the most positive card in the tarot. It is a Leo card, it's fire energy. And so it's like victory, success, triumphant outcomes, greater optimism, innocence, happiness returning. So to me, this feels like a really positive, dynamic week. You might start out feeling a little bit, down or a little bit insecure. But boy, does that change around. The more that you can embrace your, self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence, your personal fire energy, the better it gets. And yeah, that timing is a big thing, right? We started out here with that 7 of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So yes, definitely don't be afraid to put in the time, the energy, and the effort, into yourself and into your personal relationships. It's very, very positive. It may move a little slower at times than you want it to, but then there's also that fast fire energy that's moving it forward quickly when you put that work in. So very nice, very dynamic message this week for you, Gemini. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Wow, yes, look at this. Breaking bad habits. Very important this week. Self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of stress. That is the biggest key to all of this. The freedom card and the breaking of bad habits. Anything that you have going on within you that you'd like to let go of, if it's just, telling yourself you're not good enough, whatever it is, it's time to stop that habit. And many times, Gemini, it's just a negative inner dialogue That's many times what it is for you guys, because you think a lot. You do think a lot. Gemini's always, the mind is going, 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 going. So sometimes it's good to slow it down and make sure it's telling you good things, not negative things. What a powerful read. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's get a little drink here. And then we're going to jump into Cancer is up next. Do theirs, see what's going on with them. So Cancer, hope you guys are doing great out there. Hope everyone has been having a wonderful week. These are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead, Cancer. Keep in mind, these can be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, in relationship, or long distance situation. These are general readings. They won't resonate with every one of you, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. Let's see what we've got for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, ancestors, let's see what we have for our gorgeous Cancers out there for this week ahead in their love and romance life. Please show us anything that they need to know for their highest good. And let's start out with one main keyword card that will show their main theme of the week. Nice, very nice. Cancer, we have got the card of reconciliation coming through. So this especially will speak to those of you who may have either had an argument with a loved one recently, have been on the outs with someone. Maybe you're in a situation where you're not speaking to each other, but you haven't really officially broken it off, that kind of thing. This can be forgiveness. This can be coming back together. This can be someone giving you an apology or vice versa, you know, and smoothing the troubled waters over. And whether this means, you know, moving ahead and resuming the relationship, or if it means just getting closure on something that had been bothering you for a while, either way, it is a very powerful card. I really love that one. Let's get into your tarot for the week ahead, Cancer. Let's see what we have got coming up for you. Nice. Ooh, I like this week. I like this week for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Star card coming out first. So Cancer, this is Aquarius energy. For those of you that are involved with an Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius in your chart or they do, this is even more powerful. Next to the star, this is the other most positive card in the tarot because it is those wishes fulfilled, light at the end of the tunnel finally after a very challenging time. Feeling balanced again, feeling free, feeling, you know, like you're being your authentic self. It's an excellent card. Second card is the Two of Wands. And so, you know, speaking deeper into that reconciliation energy, this to me feels like, you know, you've really patched something up with someone, smoothed it over with someone, and you're ready to head in a new direction, either on your own or with them. The Two of Wands can sometimes just be you doing your own thing, but if you're with somebody, this can be you doing it together as well. So it's a very powerful, this is already a big read of new beginnings, new doors opening. That's what it feels like. Old things being set aside or peace being restored. We also have our Queen of Cups in here. And I love that for you, Cancer, because, you know, to me, this is your own kind of energy. Venus is already in Scorpio right now. And so, you know, she is, to me, my Scorpio queen. She's very discerning about her emotions and her relationships. She does keep a lid on her cup in the traditional tarot because she's very careful about who she lets into her inner sanctum. So she does speak to those relationship boundaries, emotional boundaries. And so I would say, Cancer, this is where that reconciliation card hinges upon. That's where it hinges on, because if you look at their apology or you look at that sort of desire to patch things up with them, if it feels right and it feels honest and it feels like a good thing, you'll move forward with them, right? But if you don't feel completely good about it, or you feel like, yes, I can forgive you, but I don't think I can trust you anymore, that just gives you that closure. Use your discernment. Use your discernment here, guys. But these are very positive cards backing you up. On the bottom, my little Queen of Pentacles, my little bunny rabbit queen. I absolutely love her. Look at her snuggling on a little bunny. She's very strong Capricorn energy. And so to me, with these two queens, the Queen of Water and the Queen of Earth, these both are so strong to your personal boundaries, both financially, you know, in that practical area, logically, but it's also those emotional boundaries. And so I feel like if you know, have this reconciliation potential this week, what's really going to make it happen is if, you know, if it ticks off both of those boxes, the emotional boundaries and respect being there, and also the respect for, you know, your life, your business life, your work life, your career, your interests, your passions and pursuits, all very important. But this is great messages. Let me see what we've got for you in your affirmations. The Tree of Life. Yeah, very, very positive. True wisdom and making good choices in life. Yes, it's exactly what it is with those two queens. It's making good choices in life, right? Having wisdom, having your roots, having your stability, having your boundaries. Really good reading, Cancer. Really good one for you. These have all been great so far. They've been really feeling nice. Thank you for the donation, Carmela. I'll write your name down for a personal question. You'll be number one tonight. Got her. I got her. All right. And up next is, hey, Transformation Queen, good to see you in the chat. Ooh, we got 11. 11 people here and 11 likes. That's cool. Everyone make a wish. All right, Leo, it is your time. Let's see what we have got going on for you. I hope you are doing well. Hope everything is going good in your life. Let's see what we have got for our Leos, for our lions. So Leo, just keep in mind these are general reads. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the other placements in your personal natal chart. But overall, I always say, take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. And these can be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated or long-distance situation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Leos out there for their love and relationship messages this week ahead. Anything they need to know for their highest good, please. And let's start out with one main theme card to give them what their personal energy and focus is. Beautiful. It's blessings. So Leo, I feel like whatever relationships you have in your life, they are blessed this week. For those who are single, you could be blessed with new prospects in love, meeting somebody very special this week, or just having that sense that something good is coming, right? But yeah, there's something being granted to you. And I love it because of this full moon. We got our full moon in Pisces coming up this week as well. Very exciting. Very exciting. Hey, Yu Yi. Hey, my darling. How have you been? Let's get some tarot for Leo, please. Let's see what we have got for them for this week coming up. Ooh. Ooh. I like these cards. I like all of them. This is such a beautiful freaking deck. It really is, I gotta say. Number one, first card coming up for you, Leo, this week is the Hierophant. Taurus energy, keys to the kingdom, secrets being revealed, commitments being made, greater devotion. Some of the blessings you may be receiving for some of my Leos this week could be taking a relationship to the next level. This can be marriage. This can be engagements. This can be, you know, making it official in some capacity. You could be working with a Taurus this week. very interesting. You know, Taurus had a ton of Leo energy in it this week. So Leo, if you're working with a Taurus, you got Taurus in your chart, or someone in your life that's a Taurus, you know, has some in their chart, this is definitely, watch the Taurus reading, because you factored in big time in their read. And they're starting to come into yours as well. So definitely check that. There's some cross energy for Leo and Taurus going on. There really is. And like I said this to Taurus, you may be dealing with somebody who has a very strong personality. Like both Taurus and Leo are both fixed signs. They can be very stubborn. And sometimes y'all can really get into it because of that. Like you have very strong opinions, right? That you don't always want to concede. Right in the center is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is happiness, celebration. I'm just saying, this could be like going to somebody's wedding. Some, you know, maybe planning your own. Maybe getting engaged. This, you know, Leo, this is very loving energy. This is a celebratory card. You know, you getting together with your friends and feeling really happy about something. Either you've got good news, they've got good news, and it's something very beautiful. Something very stabilizing. We also have the moon card. Love our little bunny rabbit in this moon card. I really do. And, you know, this is Pisces energy. It's very romantic. It's very mystical. It's very soul connected. You know, this for some of my Leos, you know, if you're saying, well, I'm completely single, I haven't met someone yet. If you meet someone this week, you may feel kind of like knocked over by it, because the moon card can be that confusion as well. You could meet somebody and it'd be like, wow, love at first sight. How did that happen? And you're like confused by it. It's like, whoa, I didn't expect that. That could be part of this week as well. There's a lot of good things that could be coming through for you, my beautiful Leos. Oh my goodness. On the bottom, I just gotta say, this gets even nicer and nicer. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. There is pure Venus energy, Libra and Taurus connection and alignment, ultimate feminine divine. You know, to me, this is a real coming together. And again, more Taurus energy, Leo. So I feel like, you know, no matter what your situation this week, you know, when it comes to love, you're really stepping into something quite abundant. And creating the circumstances that bring greater love and greater connection. And if you're single, the greater potential of, you know, really attracting that soulmate. Watch out for those Taurus folks, I'm telling you, and vice versa, because, you know, Leo and Taurus, for some reason, y'all are really connecting this week in your reads. Let's see what we've got for an affirmation for you for the week, Leo. The Trinca 5. Love it, Leo, because you are the 5th sign of the zodiac. Look at that 5-pointed star with our 555 in the middle, manifesting money and income. So this, I feel like, is a blessed week, both in love and maybe also in career and finance. There's something really tangible manifesting into your life that's going to bless you greatly. I love it. Hey there, Charlotte. Good to see you. Yeah, most of the general reads I'm doing tonight are love-focused. But after that, I will be doing personal questions with a $10 minimum donation. And you can ask any question you want on those. And Sunday night, we will be doing another live stream at 8 p.m. That's our Spirit Animal Sunday night. And those are more general readings with the Spirit Animal theme. But thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Looking at people's messages. Oh, Marie, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, sometimes you do have to put your foot down. I know I've done it. You got to, you know, you've got to speak your truth, and if it's meant to be, it will work out. She's not sorry. She's like, oh yeah. Marie's a firecracker. She's like, I'm not afraid. She's like, oh, you're awesome. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, it's understandable too. I mean, you do what's right for you. I wouldn't feel bad about it either. If it's right for you, that's all that matters. All right, Virgo, let's see what we have got for you. Happy birthday to all my Virgos that have had a birthday this month. If you have one coming up this week, as we are still in your season, happy birthday to you as well. So Virgo, these are going to be your love and romance messages for this week ahead. Keep in mind that these are general, so they will not resonate with all of you out there. Take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This is going to be for any Virgos, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, or long distance. So let's see what we've got coming through for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos this week. Coming up in the love and romance area. Anything that they need to know for their highest and best in that part of their life. And let's start out, please, with one main keyword card to see what their big theme of the week is. Ooh, Virgo, you're taking it up a notch. Psychic abilities. So when it comes to relationship, when it comes to getting in touch with your loved ones or your sweetie or your potential sweetie, you may be feeling them on a very psychic level. If they're going through something, you may already know. Like you may already be like, oh, I know something's going on with them. You may feel very, very in touch that way in your love life. And I would also say it's like pay attention. Pay attention to your intuition this week because it's going to be heightened when it comes to love. Let's get into your tarot. Dear Spirit, dear angels, let's see what we have for Virgo in our tarot card messages. Ooh, nice. Ha 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 ha. Some very strong Capricorn energy coming up in here. First card coming out is the World. Full circle energy. That is the last card of the major arcana. So when that card comes out, you know that something big has completed. One cycle coming to an end, big new doors opening up. This also brings the energy of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It has all of those four fixed signs going on. So that's a big card. That's a big card. Something coming very full circle for you this week. It's a powerful card. It's usually something that makes you happy, gives you a sense of relief and sets you free. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is always a great card. I would say that this is a card that really tells you you don't have to chase anybody down this week, Virgo. This really is a week of, maybe some manifestation, some closing of things, some opening of new doors, really feeling good about something that you have succeeded in, accomplished, achieved. It could be around love. It could be also around something else in your life, right? Because it's Saturn energy. It could be work. It could be work related very strongly. But when it comes to love, I would say you don't need to chase this person down. You don't need to obsess about it. Just let them come to you. Embrace that kind of attitude. There we go. There's our Devil card. Like I said, these are both of the Capricorn power cards, right? The Devil is ruled by Capricorn and the World is ruled by their, ruling planet Saturn. So there's a lot of Capricorn energy on this. You may be, involved with someone that's a Capricorn, or you may have some Capricorn in your chart or theirs. But I feel like with Capricorn energy, there usually is like some element of work, right? There's some element of work in your process, in your life right now, and in your love life. There's definitely maybe some work to be done. The Devil is really about letting go of anything that holds you back or limits you, right? Any old habits, old routines that you want to break. And Virgo, you're all about your routines and your habits. I'm just going to say. So you might really be feeling like you got to break some old routines, break some old habits. And I would say that's true too. Look at the bottom of the deck as we've got this Four of Pentacles. So to me, this is like, should I give with my whole heart or should I keep a little bit in reserve? This could be some questions about money too. No doubt in your love life. This could be somebody saying, I need to borrow some money. And you're like, I don't know how invested I am in you. I don't know how much of a chance I have to get that back if I give it to you. So you've really got to use, yes, your intuition. You have got to use your intuition on that, Virgo, and do what's right for you. Because somebody may be coming to you this week with like a money request. That's a possibility for some of y'all. And if you're in the habit of just giving and giving until you don't have enough to take care of yourself, that may be a big thing that's got to change. The devil usually does symbolize those things that we got to change those routines around, especially if they're not really healthy for us in the long run. Let's get an affirmation for you. Let's see what we got for Virgo, please. The sun. Yeah, because you got to embrace the positive energy. And the world card is very positive. Right? So the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. It brings good luck. It brings victory, you know? So that's very, very strong coming up. It's important to stay in a positive alignment this week, I would say. Yeah, I wouldn't give up your life force for anyone else unless they're really equally invested in you. Hey there, Miss Mayhem. Good to see you. All right, Libra. And it's just about to be your season, Libra. Just a few more days and we are going to be in Libra season and in the autumn equinox officially beginning. So Libra, this is your love and romance messages for the week ahead. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Keep in mind these are general readings. They will not resonate with every single one of you, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. Libra, these can also apply to you whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated or long distance situation. So let's go ahead and see what we have for our beautiful Libras. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what we have in the love and romance area for Libra this week. Show us anything they need to know for their highest good. And let's please start out with one main card to show their biggest themes, biggest energies. Financial health. Ooh, you're sharing a little bit of the Virgo reading here. I think there's definitely had a little bit of focus on that too. So Libra, I would say in your love life and also in your personal life, for those of you especially that are single, your financial health is a very big priority for you this week, no matter how it plays out, right? So if you've got joint finances with someone that you've really got to work through and get things back on track, making a budget, making a bill plan, you know, paying plan, all of that kind of thing, that comes up into your love life and energy this week. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we have got there for our Libras, please. Yeah, it's about your coins a little bit this week. Not entirely, but it is a little bit, for sure. Page of Coins starts out the week. So for some of you, yeah, this could be literally about finances. For some of you, you could be going back to school, taking a new class, thinking about moving somewhere new. Because the Page of Coins is my little adventure of the tarot. They're very much about taking the next step, taking the next adventure, the next journey, and they have something to invest. It may not be a ton, but they do have something to invest, and they want to make a good investment. So I feel like, too, with any of my single Libras, if you're looking at different people that you could go out with, you're kind of looking at each one of them and saying, which one of you is the best investment of my time and energy? Because I have something to invest, and I want to do the right thing. I feel like this is also a very powerful week for you, Libra, because look at what we got in the middle is our Empress. And not only is the Empress just a super positive card, especially when it comes to love, she is Venus ruled. that means that she's one of your power cards, right? This is Libra and Taurus energy that she brings. I love in this card, she has holding the wheat, you know, it's like that abundance, the harvest, you know, the 12 stars in her hair and her crown, you know, really symbolize all 12 of the zodiac signs. It's a very, very divine energy. And so I feel this is super creative. It's you stepping into your personal power, being very attractive, right? Very magnetic, knowing your worth. And I really do feel that. It's like there is that beautiful energy of like, you know, I want to invest in someone or something, especially for my singles out there. But it's like, I want someone that's worthy of me, right? I want someone that's worth what I have to offer, because what I have to offer is amazing, right? Three of Cups. However, you have a lot to celebrate. I feel like good things are happening in your life and in the lives of your friends. And the more that you tuck into that energy and get close to it, the happier you feel. The more divinely aligned you become. It's like there's just this celebratory, happy energy that's surrounding a lot of your social circle. And the more that you know, snuggle in close to that, the better it makes you feel. It heals your heart as well as theirs. On the bottom, we have the Temperance card. So there is the Sagittarius energy. I do feel for some of you, travel and money may be kind of going hand in hand right now. And that's what's leading you, you know, closer to a soulmate, closer to the divine kind of relationship that you really want to bring in. I feel like this is almost, this read feels a little bit more aligned with single Libras than coupled ones. You can take it, of course, as it resonates to couples as well. But I just feel like this reading in particular feels a little bit more targeted to my singles. You know, because this is like you coming back into that thing that you love, Libra, balance. Right? Temperance is about balance. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth, doing things in moderation, pacing yourself. I really love it. This is just a very nice read. I think that you're learning your worth, your financial worth, your personal worth, your creative worth, you know, all of that, and really stepping into a powerful place. So let's get an affirmation on this for you. Yes, I mean, look at this, the Felix Felicitas, the power symbol to create lucky and serendipitous events. Yes. So I just feel like, you know, by making good choices, by valuing yourself, by being a little prudent and a little bit careful about how you invest your time and your resources into others, you start to create the circumstances that bring you closer to a soulmate, twin flame, divine partner. It's really nice. All right, guys. Okay. And up next, Scorpio is in the house. I hope you are doing awesome, Scorpio. Venus is in your sign right now. And so that is definitely bringing a lot of love energy to my Scorpions, for sure. This is bringing a lot of passion, intensity, magnetism, and big power dynamics to our love energy and our love life right now. So let's see what we have got coming up for you guys this week. Keep in mind, Scorpio, this is for anybody, whether you are single, coupled, or in a separated or long-distance situation. Also, keep in mind that these are general readings. They will not resonate with every Scorpio, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show me what you have for our beautiful Scorpios out there in their love and relationship life, anything that they need to see for their highest and best good. And let's start out with one main theme card to show what kind of energies they are bringing through strongest. Answers. Oh, and you know Scorpio likes the answers. They like to get to the heart of the matter. That is for sure. So Scorpio, you are a very investigative sign, Venus being in your sign makes love very investigative. We want to know what's up. We want to get to the core of the situation. We want to pull back all the layers and find out the truth. So you may be really searching for answers in your love life, true answers from somebody you're already with, but you're not going to say no. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're like, nope, I need you to answer for this, or I need you to give me the answer to this burning question I've had for a minute. So let's see what we've got in your tarot, Scorpio. Let's see what comes through as your messages there. I'm going to shuffle these real good. You got to be real thorough for Scorpio. You know how that is. Ooh, yes. Oh, this is, yeah. I mean, come on now. We knew this would come up. All right. Of course, Scorpio. Seven of Swords is the first card to come out. And this, I feel, is very much what you want answers about. If you are dealing with anybody that you either don't know very well, or just getting to know, or if this is someone that, you know, you've been involved with for a while, but you feel like maybe they're not being the most open, not the most transparent, you're really like, are you messing with me? Are you doing me wrong? All that stuff comes up, and I really feel like you want to get to the bottom of things. You're not willing to take half-truths or half-answers. Like, that's really a thing. You're very concerned about any of this going on. You know, that's how Scorpios can be. I would just say temper that a little bit, guys, because Scorpio, you can get overly suspicious, overly, you know, paranoid about things sometimes. Make sure that you get all the answers before ascribing, you know, wrongdoing or anything like that. We do have the Knight of Cups here as well. Very strong Pisces energy, right? So to me, this is love offers. For those Scorpios that get a love offer this week, you might be like, yeah, that's really nice, but I need to know if you're shifty. I need to know if you're going to stab me in the back. You might put them through quite an interrogation of sorts, right? You might be like, okay, that's nice that you like me, but I need to know that you're for real because I'm wasting my time. So you really want to get some answers out of this person if it's someone new. And then I do feel like there is a rebirth or resurrection, and this is one of your power cards, the Judgment, which I love that that's coming up in your reading, because I do feel, you know, after giving this person, you know, quite the interrogation, you may decide, yeah, things are good, you know, we're going to start again, and everything's going to be fine. Or yes, I will give you a chance, and it definitely takes your love life in a whole new, higher direction. Very nice. It's actually very nice. But I do feel that definite Scorpio thing coming up this week for y'all. You know, where you just want to get to the bottom of it. You don't want anybody stabbing you in the back. That's really as simple as it gets. On the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. And this could even be a situation, Scorpio, where this person, I could even see this. It's like, if you're in a relationship and maybe they ask you to be their official boyfriend or girlfriend, maybe they ask you to get married or take their relationship to the next level, and you're kind of like, I gotta research this first. I can't just take this sight unseen. Yeah, because the Hierophant card, that's Taurus energy, and it really is about those devotions, you know, devotion and commitment in our personal relationships. It can be, especially in love readings. So you could be getting some kind of love offer this week, and you're just like, I need some answers first before I accept that. I love this deck. This is called the Star Spinners Tarot. It's very beautiful. I love the little box it comes into. Let me show you that. Yeah, this is a really pretty one. Little Star Spinner Tarot. It's a little bit iridescent. On the you can see that little rainbow flash to it. It's really beautiful, and I like the way that it opens up. See, it's really cool. Really, really cool. Has this sort of interesting, slightly like Art Nouveau kind of style to it. Yeah, it's pretty. So next up, we have got our Sagittarius guys going on. All right, so Sagittarius, let's see what we have got for you. This is going to be your love and relationship messages for the week ahead. So let's see what we've got going on. Keep in mind, Sagittarius, these are general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single one of you. So take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This is going to also be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, or in a separated or long distance situation. All right, Sagittarius, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Sagittarians this week in love and romance. And let's please start out with one main card, one main theme that will give us their main energies this week ahead. Ooh, fiery. All right, Sagittarius, you're coming out with passion this week. So I would say that for you, it's definitely a fiery week ahead. If you're already in a relationship, the heat will be on. If you're dating or pursuing someone, the heat may turn up. And Sagittarius, if you've got someone in your life that ain't doing you right, you might passionately run away from them too. Either way, this is a very, very fiery, enthusiastic kind of week that brings a lot of heat into the love life. Yes, let's get into some tarot messages for you. Let's see what we have, Spirit, for Sagittarius. It's a warm week. It's a really warm week. We start out with the King of Wands, strong Aries energy, strong magic energy, leadership, going after what you want, not taking no for an answer. I would say for my Sagittarians, if you've got your eye on someone, or vice versa, or maybe mutually you've got your eye on each other, boy, if this is something new, you're going to really be pursuing each other strongly, or this relationship might be heating up quite a bit because, you know, it's like either you or them are both ready to take this to the next level. You're both really going after what you want. You're not gonna hold back. Now in the center, we've got the Sun card. So more fire energy, Leo energy here on this. I would say that you really have great attraction for some fire signs this week. Or could be another Sag, could be a Leo, could be an Aries. The Sun card is also, of course, one of the most positive cards in the tarot. So I feel like this is victory, success. It could be a great new connection with someone. If you're a single Sagittarius, you might really feel, yeah, this is a great connection coming through. Very empowering, very happy, makes you feel good, makes you feel really good. Last card coming through is our Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel that, you know, what could happen here this week, Sagittarius, especially for my singles, is that if you meet somebody and it's just like a blast out of nowhere and it's just really exciting, really energizing, you make a lot of progress, but then things are going to slow down just a little bit. And then you've got to do some of the regular work, you know, getting things set, getting things, you know, organized. Also for those that are already in a relationship or this is an ongoing relationship, I feel that, you know, you've got a lot of positivity here. It's a really, really nice connection. But you're going to have to weed that garden a little bit. You're getting into that place where you're going to have to start doing the maintenance, right? We always have to do that no matter what, no matter what the relationship is, and no matter how good it is. We always have to do some maintenance work. On the bottom, we also had the Eight of Pentacles. So we have the 7 and then the 8. And so to me, absolutely, this is taking things one piece at a time. Both of you need to do a little bit of work here to maintain. It's almost like I get this feeling like it's like when you build a fire and you've got to stoke the fire. You know, if the fire starts to die, you got to, you know, give it some more oxygen and build it up a little bit more so that it can continue to blaze brightly and be this awesome very passionate thing that you've got going on. So let's get into a affirmation for the week ahead for you. The Star card coming out. Yeah, I mean, you've just got some great energy this week. The silver energy of the Star brings good luck and serendipity. I feel like things are working very much in your favor. You've just got to do a little bit of maintenance and just be patient, right? Just be patient to do that. It will pay off. It will pay off because you definitely got some fire going on. Big fiery positive energy this week, Saggy. All right, Capricorn. Hope my goats are good out there. Hope everyone is well. Things have been great. Things have been great for me as a Capricorn. So I think we've got some good things going on. My goats, my goats, my goats. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Capricorn, keep in mind that these are general readings. They will not resonate with every single one of you out there. Please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. And if you are single, coupled, long distance, or separated situation, it can be applied to anyone. So again, take it as it resonates to you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Capricorns for this week ahead. Any messages in their love and romance life that they need to see for their highest good. And let's start out with the one main theme that will be what they're working with this week. What are their major energies? Trust. Trust, Capricorn. And this one, these, sometimes I feel like they stick a little bit, so I usually take them. I take them if I feel like they're a little sticky. And the other card that was kind of feeling like it wanted to come out was good luck. So trust would be the first card, Capricorn. Good luck would be the second. I feel like there are a lot of really good things coming into your life. And I love that card with the cat with the crown on it. It's so cute. But major energy. Yeah, this week is about trust. It's about trusting in love, trusting in your relationships, trusting in your loved ones, trusting in yourself and your own discernment to do the right thing in your love life. But I also feel like there's a little bit of that good luck coming in on the side of that. So let's see what we have in your tarot, Capricorn. Let's see what messages come out for this week. Yes. Wow. I can definitely feel this one, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. The 10 of Swords coming through. So difficult situations coming to an end, hard times ending, coming full circle, releasing something that has really been painful. This is like letting go of anything that was from the past that was backstabbing or negative or any kind of betrayals that you dealt with. Page of Cups coming in. So I feel like this is, for many of my Capricorns, brand new love, brand new relationship opportunities, potential for forgiveness and healing something in a relationship as well with that Page of Cups. You know, it really is that good emotional communication. If you've been waiting to hear from somebody, wanting to hear from someone, this is a very good sign that you will. I would also say that it's, you know, it's just those sweet feelings, romantic, you know, relationship interchanges, communication, right? You're really communicating loving thoughts and loving feelings. Coming up in the end, we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy. It has a lot to do with travel and movement. For some of my Capricorns, you may literally feel like there's somebody that you love that you've got to travel towards or move towards, or they're moving towards you. This could involve a Sagittarius for some of you, but overall, this feels like going out getting what you want, you know, making that positive movement forward. You might feel a little restless too. I feel a little restless too. It's like, I got to get going. I got to get moving. I got to go towards my sweetheart or towards my goal. And you got to trust. You got to trust, Capricorn. Gotta trust, because there's good luck in this for you. On the bottom, we've got the Five of Pentacles, right? Our little icy, little frozen queen here. You know, that Five of Pentacles can be tough because it can be that feeling of being left out in the cold, separated from the person that you love. But I wouldn't take it too hard, right? Because this Five of Pentacles really is about getting out of that sort of mind space. Don't get sunk into that feeling like, oh, I'm left out, I'm at a distance, I'm in the cold. You're really not. You're really not. And it's important for you to kind of get up out of your chair and start to make plans and start to get moving. And Capricorn, nobody can do that like you. So this is it's a great energy. There's a lot of old junk that's coming full circle, is being flushed out, and brand new happiness and love is arriving. That's what it feels like to me. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Capricorn. Wishes come true. I'm telling you, Cappy. What a beautiful card. Rapid achievement of your wishes and dreams. Yeah, it can happen really fast, Capricorn. Do some manifesting. You gotta trust. You gotta trust. Don't get down. Don't get down and feel like it's never gonna happen. It's gonna happen quicker than you think with that Knight of Wands. Especially for my Capricorns that are in long distance situations. Yeah, it's gonna happen faster than you think. All right, beautiful. Let's get into our next read, guys. It is Aquarius time. Thank you so much for that donation, Laurie. Oh, I really appreciate that. Let me know if not asking. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much, Laurie. You're just a sweetheart. Really appreciate you. Ms. Mindful's in the house too. She's one of our favorite Aquarians here. And we are on your sign, guys. Tonight we actually are in a Aquarius moon. We got 3 planets in Aquarius tonight. The moon, Jupiter, and Saturn all in your sign this evening. So we got a lot of nice Aquarian rock and roll electric energy going on in the house. So let's get into your love messages for this week ahead. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Aquarius folks out there in their love and romance life. Any messages for their highest good that they need to know? And please let's start with one main energetic theme that they are going to be working with the most. Aquarius, use your talent this week. Bring that into your love life. Whatever your talents and abilities are, whether it's communication, creating some kind of cool little arts or crafts, whatever it is, making music, drawing, cooking, whatever it is, that is something that you want to bring into your love life. It could also be saying for some of you, this could be pursuing something that you really love, or maybe somebody in your life that you meet this week, or someone that you're already in a relationship with, you know, kind of says, Aquarius, remember you're really good at this. You know, maybe you should try doing that again. It's like, oh yeah, I should. But your talents are coming to the surface this week. So let's see what we have in your tarot messages for love, Aquarius. Those almost wanted to come together. I'm going to take that one as well. Yeah, we know that that's a thing. We know that's a thing for y'all. Oh, yeah, no, it's a beautiful week. First card out was the Seven of Wands. So this is definitely a week where you're having to stand up for yourself a lot. This is a courageous kind of energy. Standing your ground. Not all battles are worth your fight. Not all battles are worth fighting, Aquarius. If something is not worth your time or energy, I would walk away from it. But if something needs to be addressed, go ahead. And I think a big part of maybe what needs to be addressed for some of you, because I felt this card kind of coming out in relation to that, is this Nine of Swords. You might feel a little bit stressed this week about having to stand up for something or someone even. You know, I don't even get the sense that this is you fighting with a loved one. I don't get that sense so much. I don't get the feeling that you're fighting with your partner this week, but you may have to either stand up for yourself or stand up for them in some capacity, and it's a little stressing you out. It is. It's definitely bringing some anxiety. Try your best not to let that get to you this week, right? Like I said, if it's not a fight worth having, just walk away. Just walk away, right? The center card is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so I feel like things are moving in a positive direction for you. This is Jupiter energy, where, you know, Jupiter is sitting right now is in your sign. So I do feel like there is so much positive that's going on for Aquarius these days, you know, in both directions, because Saturn, which is generally more of a limiting energy, a more serious energy, but it's really, really good. It's really good. You know, Saturn lays good foundations and gives you a solid base to work from. So that's very positive. And then, you know, Jupiter, of course, expands things. It opens your world up. It brings greater luck. And to me, the Wheel of Fortune always is moving things in a positive direction. Things coming out of stagnation and moving forward with a lot of victory and success for you. Not only is it a card that's ruled by Jupiter, but it's also ruled by the 4 fixed signs, which does include Aquarius. So this is very positive for you. I feel like in spite of whatever stress and whatever kind of headaches you might be going through this week, I feel like overall there's this positive energy that just pervades the whole feeling, right? It's like, you know, let that go, because you know, like in the future, really good stuff is coming. And our last card we do have our Queen of Pentacles. One of my favorite cards. It's the Bunny Rabbit Queen, snuggling that little bunny. And she is my Capricorn Queen as well. So you may have a Capricorn in your life or Capricorn in your chart. But to me, this is also making very good plans financially for the future, working hard towards those goals. And you may feel like, you know, you have a partner in your life that's very solid, very stable, very trustworthy, very loving. And on the bottom, we have the Lovers card. So it really doesn't get a whole lot better there, guys. You may have a partner in your life right now that just feels very solid. And if you don't yet, they may be on the way, because the Lovers card, of course, is our Gemini energy. It's communication, it's talking, it's making those decisions to go forward in love and unity. So any stress, any anxieties, I would try to downplay those as much as possible this week. Only fight the battles that, you know, are necessary or that you need to. And don't let it trip you up too much. Even if you have a lot of stress this week, don't let it hold you up, because right after that is that Wheel of Fortune. And I just feel like, you know, those stressful things, those difficult things, they're not really worth your energy, because what's worth your energy is this really positive stuff. You've got positive alignment, coming out of stagnation, moving forward with a lot of optimism, a lot of expansion coming through, good new plans. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Aquarius. And the Star, which I love to see, because the Star in the tarot is your card. So I feel like this is a very empowering affirmation from the Making Magic deck, is the Star. The silver energy of the Star brings good luck and serendipity. So I feel like not only is it good luck, you know, aligning with that Wheel of Fortune, but it's also, you know, bunnies are lucky. Bunnies are lucky. We know that too. But this is also aligning of events and circumstances that are simply meant to be. It's all going to work out. Use your talents, Aquarius. Anything that you're really good at that makes you feel happy, that's a great bit of advice this week as well. All these reads have been great tonight. They have been so, so good. Very positive, very empowering. Really enjoyed them. Yay, Ms. Mindful. I miss you, hon. We got a lot to catch up on. And we are on to our last sign of the night. We are on to Pisces. So Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great out there. I hope you have had a wonderful week, wonderful couple weeks since I've been here. Pisces, these are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. I hope that you guys are doing well and that love is treating you well. Keep in mind, these are general readings. They will not resonate with every one of you, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. As this is also going to be for anybody who is single, coupled, in a separated or long-distance situation, so take it as it applies to your current situation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us our beautiful Pisces and what they have coming through for them in love and romance, anything they need to know for their highest good. And let's see one main theme card for their energy of the week. Pisces, it is about forgiveness. Letting something go is your power this week. And so this, of course, can apply to anything in life. You know, this can apply especially to your love life this week. You know, if you've had an argument or any kind of misunderstanding with someone, it's time for forgiveness. It's time for peace. It's time for closure. If there's something from your past love situations that have really been painful or have made, you know, moving forward difficult, it's time to forgive, even if they don't know you've forgiven them. It's for you, not for them. So it's very much about forgiving, letting things be at peace. I love the fact that it's in that water because you are such a strong water element. But forgiveness is your key to success in love this week ahead. Let's get into the tarot messages for Pisces. Wow, yes. Ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness, Pisces. Yeah, you may be letting go of something or someone that's been very challenging for you. So first card out is Judgment. I do feel like there could be, it's potentially someone from your past. You know, even if you're currently in a relationship, something from your past or someone from your past is coming up in this way there that really needs to be closure around it. This could be somebody that really treated you poorly in the past, that Five of Wands. You know, there was a lot of contentiousness, arguments, back and forth bickering, you know, and it's like, it's really your choice to kind of heal this, or they've got to heal this. Obviously, it takes two. But this is somebody that, you know, maybe you didn't officially break up. They come back into your life and say, can I have a second chance? And it's like, yeah, can we stop fighting and bickering over nothing? Because sometimes those Five of Wands can just be those bicker fests. It's not, it doesn't go anywhere, right? It's just argument for argument's sake. It's nothing really serious. It just isn't pleasant. And so we do have this Ten of Pentacles here. What I feel about this relationship or this situation is that there's still a lot of loyalty here, and there may be a lot of potential. There may be a lot of potential there. Could be an earth person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could also be Scorpio energy because of this Judgment card. But the thing that you've really got to look at here on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So Pisces, this really depends on how things went down with this person or what you feel about them. Because if this is somebody that really stabbed you in the back repeatedly in really nasty ways, you may not want to take them back. But forgiveness is still vital, right? It's still vital. But if it isn't that kind of thing, then it may have a chance. It may have a chance. But again, if you got to take this to your personal situation, these are general readings. For some of you, you could already be very happily in a new relationship, but you still just need to kind of forgive and heal an old situation that's still hurtful. Let's get an affirmation on this, Pisces. And Spirit, yeah, Spirit is always such a key for you because you are such a spiritual sign. Heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. And yeah, I think that's really good advice here. because even when I'm reading it, there's a little bit of a confusing quality to it. It's sort of like, what's the best way to go with this? And I really feel, yeah, ask your angels, ask your spiritual guides, and tune into your intuition about this, because there could be a real thing where it's like you need some kind of forgiveness and closure around a circumstance or situation in a relationship. And whether or not you take them back or not has a lot to do with where you are personally at this time, and whether or not, you know, they really did some things that, you know, it's like you can forgive them, but you shouldn't go back to it, right? You know, you'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. All right, guys, so we are done with all of our 12 zodiac signs and their general readings for the week. So I'm going to take just a really quick break. I think we just have one person waiting on a personal reading in the chat. That would be Carmela. So I will come back and do her read. And if anyone else is interested in signing up for that, it is a $10 minimum donation with one question being answered per donation. So I will be right back, guys. Okay. All right, everyone. I am back. Let's see what is going on. Past life reading. It seems my ex owes me a karmic debt. How do I cut that karmic cord? Should I? Really confused. Okay. The Jeopardy music during my break. It's hilarious. It's funny because my mom loves Jeopardy. Oh my goodness, she watches that every day. She even watches like the old reruns with Alex Trebek. So it kind of makes sense. Like, you know, it might actually be playing sometimes when I'm taking a little break. Well, Carmela, that's an interesting question. And I think that, you know, that can always be, hey there, Sharon Lee, good to see you in the chat there. Yeah, I think that that can be a really interesting thing, especially if a relationship was a kind of karmic connection. And, you know, what they mean by a karmic connection versus a soulmate or twin flame is that there was some kind of pattern of karma that you were meant to work out. Like, it just had to, you know, it just had to play out. And it wasn't meant to be forever. It was just meant to be till that worked itself out. I've been in karmic relationships before where that sort of just had to happen. And it can be really tough. It can be really tough because there is that sort of stress and strain of feeling that's like, you know what? It's like I kind of know that this isn't forever, but I know that I need to work something out with this person to get to the bottom of whatever it was that we kind of owed each other in this lifetime. And certainly there are times when a karmic something could break up. Before we get to the end of whatever it is that we were supposed to work through. I probably have had that happen to me. But honestly, it's like I wouldn't put a lot of energy into it. And I feel like the more of your personal energy you put into something, the more important you make it. If you really just make this choice to sort of turn it loose and say, you know what? Oh, well, didn't happen the way I thought it would this time. I'm going to let it go because I'm not getting anything positive from it anymore. I think that that's fine. I think it's totally fine. There's plenty of good, like, cord cutting kind of, you know, meditations and things like that online that you can do. I've certainly done them before in circumstances in my life. And yeah, Carmela, I mean, I know I've got, you know, one ex from the past that, you know, who knows, right? And it's like, and, you know, I hate to say at this point, who cares, right? Because it's like they didn't do right by me. They weren't honorable, and I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like their path is their path. I've gone along my life and have completely moved on. So I just feel like you know, a lot of things in life are that the more of your personal energy and emotion and importance you assign to it, the more important it becomes. Because like if we don't care about it so much, it just becomes smaller, and we just sort of forget about it because we move on with our own life. And if you're feeling happy and fulfilled right now, just stay in that place, right? I mean, you know, if he ever wants to say he's sorry, then great, fine. You know, it's kind of like, well, cool, bye. Yeah, I would say definitely, Carmela, but I will pull some cards for you around this. You know, I don't, you know, I'm not going to cast aspersions on anybody else's style of reading or things like that, but I'm not a fan of telling people stuff like that. It's like, what good is that going to do them? Like, oh, you've got this ex that has this problem and thing, and they need to do the thing. And it's like, that's not your problem. That's not your issue. Why even give that oxygen? You know. Yeah, I feel, oh yes. I mean, look at this. What's coming out is trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in your own intuition. It doesn't matter what I say or what someone else says. If it doesn't ring true for you, then it doesn't matter. You've always got to listen to yourself. Even the Buddha, you know, in his teachings said, you know what? Don't believe everything I say, even if I've said it, because you've got to let that, see if that resonates true for you first. And if it doesn't, let it go. It's not worth it. That's why I always say, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Take what makes sense to you, take what's valuable and works for you, and leave the rest behind. You've got to trust in yourself first, right? And what works for you. Because you can't make something fit that just doesn't fit. Right in the center, be assertive. So trust me, if you don't want to take any BS from this person, or you don't want to bring their energy back into your life, you don't have to. Be assertive, go forward, you know, live your best life and move through, right? And then success, right? I just feel like there's so much success to this. Like when you really stand up for yourself and believe in yourself and assert your energy and your best life and path, it's like that is the success that comes out of it. And on the bottom of the deck was the peaceful resolution. So even if something comes up with this person in the future, it's gonna be fine. Oh, and under that was no need to worry. I'm gonna keep going and let go. Let go. Yeah, there's no need to worry about this. And we have the no card under that one too. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't take that too heavy. I really wouldn't. That's the feeling I get. I feel like you just being yourself and being assertive about what you want and need is really going to serve you the absolute best right now. So let me pull some cards around your question. Yes, yes, and yes. Yeah, you've got to make the right decisions for you. Look at that Hermit card. I mean, that's like time to yourself, time to heal, time to recover, time to really tune into your personal truth, right? And go in that direction. This is Virgo energy. We're in Virgo season. So I feel like, you know, you really are right in the heart of this healing journey, you know? You're probably relearning some good habits too, right? Relearning some good routines and things that are really positive and healthy for you. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, because you're really, I think you're learning when to give and when to hold back. I mean, that's, you know, and you also might be healing something that you've been hanging on to in that heart space for a while. If there's been something in the heart energy or the heart chakra that you've been kind of struggling with, you know, this is really helping you to heal and release and let go. And if it's been hard to let go, the big reason it is because there's something to do with a feeling of security about it. It may have felt like it gave you a feeling of security to hang on to something or someone, but it was just an illusion, right? That's so much an illusion of that kind of holding on to something. Hey, I've done it before. We've all done it, I think, you know, where it's like we were kind of holding on to a connection or something from the past that it made us feel kind of safe, but really it was just an illusion of security, and it was really fine to let go of it. And we're going to get so much better once we release it. Hey there, David. Good to see you in the chat, hon. It's been a minute. Glad to be back. In the center, Carmela. Exactly, Carmela. In the center, we have the King of Cups. Love that we have that big dragon on there. I love that one. But you know, I saw. Me too. Me too. So the King of Cups is Cancer energy. Again, this is more healing. This is heart healing, and really restoring your heart to yourself, you know? It's also making good decisions, emotional decisions, making good choices in your love life and your future relationship life. So I do think that that's something you're very focused on as well. Is healing, coming back to center, kind of coming back to the home of your heart, because Cancer is such a home-centered sign. And it's definitely also about making good decisions, having good boundaries in relationships, and choosing people that you know are trustworthy and stable. I'm a kind of person that it's like I move forward. I don't move back, right? It's like even if I had somebody from the past that I felt really connected to or anything like that, it's not worth going back. If we broke up, it was for a good reason, and it's usually because they were treating me terribly, you know? Why would I go back? It's like you go forward. You don't go back. You don't retrograde back into something that wasn't good for you. And look at that. Look at that Magician card sitting on top of that King of Cups. This is whole new manifestations, whole new manifestations, whole new beginnings. And to me, the Magician is so super empowering because it's really telling you that you have everything that you need as an individual. You know, the Magician brings together, you know, the coin of material resources, the swords of the intellect, the cup of emotion, the wand of fire and enthusiasm, and brings them all together on the table. They have the infinity sign over the heads because it's really about that infinite loop of spirit and wisdom. And yeah, to me, this is like you just really coming in and saying, I'm going to make good choices in the people that I trust and align with. I'm not interested in people who are shady, sneaky, deceptive, underhanded. You know, the right ones are going to make themselves known because they're going to follow up and keep their word. That's just the truth. You'll know this the tree by the fruit it bears. I mean, that's, you know, it's just the way it is. Like Maya Angelou said, you know, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them the first time. Then when they show you who they are, believe them. So going into the future, Two of Wands. So I feel like this is like brand new beginnings, new doors opening, strong Aries energy. I just feel like anything that was holding you back in the past, I feel like you're really going to be working through that or have worked through that. And I just feel like there's a whole new intention for the kind of relationships that you cultivate going forward. Yeah. And and you've been through some battles. You've certainly been through some fights, and you've done your share of, you know, punching through to get to those new beginnings. You may want to take a little bit of rest as much as you can, because sometimes the Nine of Wands can bring a little of that fatigue because you've been fighting a battle, right? You've been fighting for your happiness. You've been fighting to make things better, working hard to make things better. And you still have a lot of that fight. Like you're not going to give up. This is definitely standing up and having courage to go towards the things that you want. But you're certainly, you know, you're going to need a little rest. You're going to need to moderate your energy some. Ace of Swords on the bottom. Talk about cutting some cords. There it is. Boom. That's a victory card. That's a total victory card. This is, to me, absolutely clarity, cutting through old junk, old connections, old things that need to be cleared, seeing things with new insight. And it's a big completion of cycles. Look at that on the bottom. We have the World card. Look at that. Full circle. I wouldn't worry a darn minute about this dude or whatever you think, you know, whatever the person that read for you thinks they owe you or you owe them. No, no, no. Things are come full circle. And I think, you know, it's time for new doors to open. And I think that's one of the old doors that's been closing for you, you know. Let's get an affirmation card. I'll use the same little Making Magic deck that we used through the evening. Triple spiral. Yeah. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Look at that. Yeah. You're just walking that sacred path. And what I kind of feel is that, you know, maybe, you know, hanging on to somebody's old energy, whether you were meaning to or not, most of the time we don't mean to. But when you become aware of it, it's like you start to realize that hanging on to it was almost more like an old habit than something you really wanted to be doing. It's like, I didn't really want to be doing that. It was just sort of a force of habit. Like I was just doing it because I was so used to doing it. And then when you realize you're doing it, you can stop doing it. But just like, you know, any muscle, it takes exercise to make it stronger. And it's the same for developing our conscious mind or unconscious mind. You know, that's a big thing, of course, in Buddhism, is just being aware of your patterns, being aware of what you're doing, because if you're aware of it, you can start to change it. But you have to give yourself grace and forgiveness along the path, because nobody gets it perfect the first time, you know, especially if it's an ingrained pattern. It takes us a little time. Well, that's his problem. I mean, it's, you know, it's like, and it's not to sound harsh, but it is, that's his problem. It's not yours, right? You know, if he feels like he needs to make amends or do something, then that's up to him to do that. It's not up to you, you know. And if he can't find you or you move on to somewhere he just can't even connect with you, too bad. He had his window of opportunity. You know, it's not your it's not your karma or anything like that. It's his, you know. He'll have to work through that himself. Just because he's got a burning need to work something out doesn't mean you have to, you know, open the door back up for them. They can go to therapy and work it out themselves. It's not your problem anymore. It just isn't, you know, it isn't. I know empathic, intuitive people often feel like they've, you know, because we're sensitive to other people's suffering. We don't want other people to hurt, even if they hurt us, you know, but, you know, it's fine to let it go because it's not yours to own. It just isn't. Like, if you've done what you can on your end, I'm a Capricorn. I'm like, you know what? I'm just, you know, bye. Keep moving, train wreck. This ain't your stop. I think you're going to be totally fine. I wouldn't worry about it. But thanks so much for the question. If there's anyone else who wants to jump in for a read, I do have time open right now. Your message was okay there, dude, but your screen name, not so much. Screen name, not so much. They might start out with an okay message, but it's going to devolve very quickly into something else. You know what I mean? And we're not waiting to see where it goes next. We're just not with that kind of name. You sort of showed your whole hand right there, you know? The trolls, they need to be a little more subtle. It's okay. Aw, thank you, Carmela. And happy birthday coming up. Oh my goodness, yeah. No, if like you said, if you're closing up a number 9 year and going into your number 1 year, yeah, it absolutely is. There's always going to be something that comes full circle. Oh, hey, Sharon. Yeah, let's try to set that up for like either, well, I don't know if I'll have time this weekend, but maybe next week. Next week will be the best. Yeah, thanks, Gwen. That's exactly what I needed to make me feel like I'm back on YouTube for sure. Oh my goodness. Just let me know what day is best for you, Sharon. And I know you're 3 hours earlier than me. But yeah, I might even be able to do it tomorrow, unless you're busy, because I think sometimes y'all do a Saturday stream. But just let me know, email me or text me. It was really good, Nancy. Thank you. It was very good. Some big stuff happened. It was very, very positive. It's okay, David. It's been a busy couple weeks. Oh, it's okay, Gwen. That's not cool, though. Things have got to come back full circle. Yeah. This month so far has been a little slow for me, too. Partly because I haven't been working as much, but yeah. I would love to. Yeah, the 25th. That sounds awesome. I would love to do that, Sharon. Let's connect. Let's try to talk tomorrow at least. Yeah, I definitely noticed that feeling of it getting darker earlier. Like today, it's like, it's funny. It's, I can really feel autumn like knocking on the door. It's right around the corner for sure. Yep. Oh, Gwen. And Virgo knows when they're not doing it correctly. Yes, I will come and be your special guest that night, Sharon. And let's try to do your reading definitely before that so that we can chit chat about it too. That'll be super fun. I had a Virgo friend a while back where I said something. I said that they needed, those old successories posters that have like adventure or whatever on them, or success, or and I said that the one for Virgo should just say Virgo, and underneath it should say counting your mistakes wears me out. Counting your mistakes wears me out. Oh, yeah, isn't that funny? That's funny, David. Unemployment was ending and they changed settings and correctly turned off too soon. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Sharon. Yeah, totally. Totally. What do you have? What do you got on your mind? I'll write you down. I always keep a track of who's been on my list each evening. Oh, that's very funny, David. I could see him playing that character. It would be different. It would be it would be a different energy, but he would have been good. He would have been good in that role too, for sure. I know, Gwen. That's the truth. So tough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It usually just has to do with the whole of the way the cast interweaves together too. It's like whether that kind of chemistry is there or not. Um, yeah. Cillian Murphy is a dragon, so it really is Peaky Dragons. It really is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, him and Helen McCrory that played Polly, they got along really well. They really liked each other on the set, and it's sad. It is. It's so sad that she passed away because they really they really had a good connection. You could tell. So Sharon, yeah, whenever you're ready to type in your question, just go ahead. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, the guy that plays Arthur, phew, that character is just intense anyway. It really, really is. It's an intense character. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what comes up around that. I bought a MacBook a while back, and it was okay. I don't love it though. I will say, like, I get more use out of a regular PC and out of my iPhone than I've gotten out of the MacBook. It's funny, but it just Apple's for me a lot of the time, especially like the laptops and the computers. They're just not very intuitive for me, use-wise. But if it is for you, then totally go for it. I know lots of people that really love them. Um, but I'd always recommend trying to buy refurbished or pre-owned because it's always going to be a better price. And there's so many people that sell them that are just, they're practically brand new. Like, you don't need to spend that much. All right, so let's see what we've got. Dear angels and ancestors, is this a good purchase for Sharon right now? And if not, what would be a better investment? Let's see what we have coming up for her. Oh! Oh my God. Okay. First one says meditation brings answers. So I think that you should wait because the next couple cards, it says not the right time, unlikely, and there's something better. Yeah. So there's something better actually that will suit your needs better than what you've actually been looking at. So change the approach of what you want to get because this looks like maybe this isn't the best timing. And it's unlikely that it would work to your best advantage, and there could be something a lot better. But then after that, we have success. So I feel like whatever it is that you find instead will be really, really good, right? It'll be really successful. That's funny. Those cards are just like boom, boom, boom. It's like, no, there's something better out there for you, hun. Oh my goodness. Love how those come out. Sometimes it's that simple. Yeah, that was easy. A lot easier than computer shopping. I have a new computer that I need to set up myself. I still haven't done it. Like, I've just been so busy, and there's always one thing after another, but I have a really good computer that's a new PC, you know, it's just to replace my Dell, which I haven't upgraded in a ridiculous amount of time. I kind of drive my computer the same way my parents drove their car. You know, it's like you just use it till it just isn't working anymore. Or is hardly working anymore. Yeah. All right. I'm going to pull a little tarot for you too, Sharon, since that was super quick. It's really, really quick. Just a little bit more around, you know, what you want it to do for you, all that kind of good stuff. Very nice. Okay. Wow. Is there love on the mind, Pisces? You've got such a Pisces reading here. We're starting out with the Ace of Cups. So you may be meeting people online. Something's going on, but the Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. That's for sure. That's huge blessing. Huge gifts of spirituality, awareness, love, and emotion. Five of Pentacles, because, you know, you may be feeling, and you may have felt for a while that that you've kind of been left out in the cold, or separated from what you really want, or even separated from a soulmate, you know, or somebody you feel like you really want to connect with, right? That's what the Five of Pentacles is about, and it's really about making that choice to try something different, to do something new, to go around into that side of that building and go where it's warm and the lights are on, rather than stay out in the cold. You've also got in the center the Five of Swords this week. And, you know, to me, the Five of Swords is really negative people that win at all costs, that don't mind, you know, hurting others or making someone wrong so that they can be right. You know, people that don't have the best intentions or integrity. So, you know, this could also be a time, or, you know, week or period ahead where it's really important for you to not worry about pleasing or appeasing people that kind of holds you at arm's length, or never really treats you right, you know. Or cutting people out that don't treat you right. Insisting on better kind of folks, because Pisces energy, you know, many times will settle for less, and you don't want to settle for less. Where we think we can fix somebody who's really mean. I think it's time to put your foot down with them, with this Aries energy of the Emperor. Yeah. If anybody's treating you wrong, or if anybody has that kind of negativity, it's like, you don't need to play nice with them. The Emperor isn't necessarily mean, but they're sure as heck not gonna like sugarcoat anything for you either. They're Aries. They're like, get the heck out of my face. I don't like you. You don't treat me right. You don't treat my friends right. Be gone. That's how they are. And then on the last card, we have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. You can't get a lot more beautiful than that. That's like dreams coming true, hopes and wishes and romance and love being fulfilled. Yeah, and being really happy about it with the Three of Cups. I do feel like your friendship connections, you know, when I see this, it's like, it makes me think of a couple things. It makes me think of like celebrations, marriages, engagements, parties, good news, you know, from your friends, good news from you. It's like, it just feels very happy. It just feels so, so happy. I love that energy. Let's get a suggested approach on this one. This one's turned out into a kind of interesting love reading. And here we go. More cups. More cups, babe. Yeah. This is the 9. So suggested approach is keep going in the direction of your dreams. Keep going in the direction of your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. Don't give up. You've got both the 9 and the 10 of Cups here. And the Ace. Really, really nice. Yeah. New beginnings bring more happiness, more joy, more childlike wonder into the situation. Don't get into a feeling of being cynical or jaded about love or romance. That's really important. And it's hard. It's hard when you've been through a lot. It's hard when you've been hurt to maintain that thing, right? But Pisces is good at it. Pisces is good at it because it is the sign of the true believer. They have kind of that ability to keep believing in love and romance and beauty and magic, you know, in spite of getting hurt, in spite of going through tough times. I'm that way because of my Venus in Pisces. That's, you know, that's what gives me that ability to keep trusting. Outcome card, suggested outcome is that 8 of Wands. So to me, that's things moving rapidly. Good communication coming in, travel potential coming in. It's a very positive card, Sagittarius energy. So it definitely has that feeling of movement. Might be a lot to take on at once. You might feel a little overwhelmed by how much comes through. And you may need a little time for yourself too. Take some time to rest, because I feel like things are going to start getting really active soon. Because that Hermit card is like, take a minute, take a break. Don't hurry yourself too quick. Yeah, you've been working hard. You've been working hard and you've been doing a lot of things to make future plans and future goals happen. That's a big part of this too. Let's get into just some yes and no answers. You asked, will you be in a love relationship within, what, this year or a year from now? Which one was it? Let me back up. Hey, Silver Star, good to see you. New love within the next year. Okay, cool. Let's get in there, see what we've got. Ooh, wow. I can't even, oh, this is so nice. Okay. First card out is forgiveness on this question. So there could be something that kind of needs to be healed or let go of before you really move in that direction. But then after that, we have in the near future. So there's a definite affirmative answer on that. And big happy changes. So I do feel like something big and happy is going to change in your love life going forward. Something big is going to break through. Oh, wow. These are just so pretty. Oh, the next 3 I pulled were the situation will improve if you believe, and it's up to you. So it really is. It's about, you know, faith, trust in the universe, knowing that things are going to improve. I love this. Look at this card. For a Pisces, it's like the swimming with the fish going towards the light. Yeah. I mean, it's like, there's some big releases, I think, that are going to precipitate it, though, right? Because it starts with the forgiveness card. But then things start moving really fast after that. It even feels that way in the tarot, right? Because this is that fast movement. This is the healing and forgiveness, right? So beautiful. But it has a lot to do with, you know, your good intentions, doing the work. It's kind of up to what you put out there. I feel like, you know, love always finds people that have an open heart. It just does. It's the way it works, you know. And when we're coming from that place of openness and we have space for it to come in, it comes in. But those are very good cards. I mean, in the tarot, we weren't even asking about love, and it kind of came through like that. So it's cool. It's really cool. I like those cards. They're really nice. Look at what came out of the Making Magic deck is water, your own element. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Yeah. It's a cool thing when that happens. Nice alignment. All right, guys. Well, it was a wonderful evening back. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. I'll be back on Sunday night. We will definitely do our spirit animal readings. And Sharon, let's try to chit chat tomorrow. I should have time. Thanks, Gwen. Yeah, I should have time tomorrow, so just let me know. It's pouring with rain. Oh my goodness, yeah, right? Go play in the rain, Sharon. I've done that before. Oh, I've done that before. It's fun. Super fun. Oh, no worries, Silver Star. We're just getting back in the swing. It's been really cloudy and a little bit back and forth. It's supposed to have been like pouring rain, but it hasn't really done that yet here. We're just kind of waiting for it to happen. Oh, yeah, David. I may try doing that in the future, just, you know, sending a text to the people that I have in my phone that I know are always wanting to be here, just to let them know, because YouTube isn't great about getting those notifications out a lot of the time. I know people have a hard time with it, so yeah. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'm going to go get something to eat and wind down and snuggle those bunnies. And I will be seeing you all very soon. I'll see you on a Sunday night, everyone. Have a great evening. And I will, maybe Gwen. I don't know if they will let you do a community post on my page. But if you want to text it to me, I can look at it, sure. Yeah. All right, sweethearts. Have a great night. I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.